Nice to be in orbit.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to SipNchat with Azem. And of course, I'm here with Jade, Gwen, Edita, Sipel, Matos, Stuart, I think it's Beyonce Johnson. And we're at the Sugar Factory, and it's a pleasure to be back with you this morning.
Indeed. Indeed. I know y'all missed us.
Yeah, and we definitely missed you guys as well. And yeah, looking forward to jumping right back into it and having some lovely conversation. We have some developments, things that we're hoping to add to the show moving forward.
We do?
Yeah, Jay. Remember, we're at a point now we could start doing some call-ins.
Yes, yes. We can hear your voices again.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to having you guys engage with us in the mornings. And yeah, make sure you guys share the link. Make sure your friends know that we are back, and so they could come as well and join us.
Indeed.
And have some cool conversation. Listen to what we have going on.
Like they deserve to.
Jade, how have you been?
Why are you shouting at me?
It's been a while. It's excitement, Jade.
Oh, it's okay. Just make sure you're shouting after me. Lord.
Excitement.
I've been okay. You know, just been trying to get my life together.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, bye. That seems like the theme.
How's that been going?
It's going. It's going.
Okay.
Slowly, but it's going at least.
Yeah, I get you. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks, friend. Thank you. You know, how are you? You went all the way to St. Thomas to leave me, and you will bring back a sweetie for me.
Don't worry about that, man, Jade. I bring back other things.
Never.
You can't tell the people, man. People don't live in it and all of that.
Okay.
People don't live in it and all of that, yeah. But, Jade, they can see what you're doing on your phone and your glasses. Oh, man.
The glasses betray me. Good to get this one for doing. Good thing me watching them other kind of videos there, you know?
Yeah. Sports highlights.
Yeah, them sports.
Sports
Well,
highlights.
sir.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I went down to St. Thomas, had some work to do, and it went well. Had some real highlights, had some interesting developments.
Yeah, you almost went jail by.
No.
Oh, okay.
I almost had somebody sent to jail, but that had nothing to do with me.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it was definitely a cool experience, and that's something I'm really trying to build out as well, like for the company, just you know, being able to go overseas and you know do some of the services that I've been doing here and in other countries, do it in other countries and things. So it's definitely something I'm trying to build out, and it was a good experience. Met a lot of good people. Invited a lot of people to here to St. Kitts.
You did?
I'm an ambassador, Jade.
I just wanted to say you're an unpaid ambassador. We got to fix that.
Yeah. I've been telling them, watch, it's about now 4 or 5 administrations. I've been sending proposals for us to have like some actual cultural ambassadors.
So how's that been going?
Most of the administrations don't even answer my emails.
Why did they treat us so?
But I mean,
Well, sir,
they speak up. They speak this big game about seeing the importance of the arts and culture and the creatives, and then when time comes to actually do things. And the thing what bother me with it is that, like to say we're trying to reinvent the wheel, yeah?
No.
Which like, I remember I literally just adapted a proposal that I was a part of for another island. And that's part of the thing that made me interested. I've been in situations where other countries have sent me and other Kitishan-born people to represent the country, and we all country.
Biden is really sad. You don't even people outside appreciate you when inside the start.
They don't even do that then.
What's all? It's true, right?
They don't even do that then.
Bye.
They don't even do that then.
Me no want to treat my friend said I'm
I don't think it's a meeting. Like I think there's a lot of people who have worked themselves into a position where they have built up enough cachet and credibility to be able to receive the type of support that they're requesting, and not only it's not about support, you know, it's things that should be mutually beneficial, right? Because you don't want, it's not a matter of like you feel entitled to get or anything like that, but it's like, hey, this is something that I think the country could benefit from. This is something I think that has been going on, we could emulate and improve upon. But it take vision.
Yeah, but that's one thing a lot of us, well, not a lot of us, a lot of them, does lack.
It take vision.
When it comes to these things, that nobody have no vision. Everybody just, you know. I tell you, I don't understand why people are afraid to say, I don't know, and figure out who knows.
I know why. It's a difference in culture, right? So, in other cultures, you would have someone who is, let's say, a CEO of a company. And if you talk to the good CEOs, they have something in common where they say, look, I try to find the best and brightest people for the position that I need, that I can afford.
Yeah.
Because there's an understanding that the better people I have, the better I look.
Facts.
You hear people say all the time, interviews, I'm talking about big CEOs, big owners of companies, and you hear them say things like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Right? Now, if you look at what happens and this is a St. Kitts thing, but I think when we're here in St. Kitts, so we'll use it as the example.
Of course.
What you find happening is, instead of that, persons in position of leadership or power, they see people who are experts in their field, people who are brilliant, as threats, because they see it as, you make me look incompetent. So instead of them realizing that you're an asset, they see you as competition.
Yeah,
And so their ego puts them in a position where they have to stifle you or not include you or whatever.
But how it could be competition to you when we're doing two different things?
No, what I'm saying is, in a lot of cases, like you said, they should really ask people who know and thing, right? But no, because if I have to ask you, then that signals that I don't know. And
but you don't know.
Yeah. So instead of just recognizing that, hey, find somebody you don't know, they see it as you making me look bad because you know and I don't know.
But guess what has happened after that? Since you don't know and you're winging it, you're making yourself look worse, because guess what? When you done mess up completely, you gonna call me anyway.
Well, part of what has happened is two things. I think, again, we have this love affair with mediocrity. So what happens is, once whatever happens, then that's all that matters, right? So if we organizing a food fair, it don't matter that when the people come with the food, there wasn't current in the tent, and when the people came to get the food and thing, there was no takeaway crates and thing. Once the food fair happened, then it was a success, right? And that's what we do. We don't. How many things you have been to here in St. Kitts, right? Where after you don't even hear about a postmortem. People don't even need a postmortem. You know, the postmortem is, it was the best ever. Full stop. That's the postmortem. It was the best ever. You know, once it happened, it was the best ever.
Oh Lord.
So that's how it is, particularly with government.
Listen.
Particularly with government.
I cut it out, Call it ridiculous. I'm going to tell you.
Right.
And then now I got come in here to tell her how ridiculous I look, and then I can say I anti-government. No, I anti-mediocrity. Mediocrity.
Yeah. But
I anti what you're doing, because I'm doing it right.
but yeah, I think that's really what it is. A lot of times is people protecting their fragile egos.
Yeah, but there's no place in this kind of thing for ego. There's no place in in government administrations and all these things for ego, because your ego will make you look ridiculous, and that's been happening time and time again.
I think it's a matter of the fact that seems to, you're saying there's no place, but that seems to be a prerequisite.
But we realize, look there, ego make a whole government lose, you know? Ego made a whole government change.
I don't know. It really is a...
Wild.
Yeah. But we actually, I could really study about it, how hot it's been lately. Like,
Boy, listen.
That's all I...
Please repent. Please.
Oh, it's sins.
It got to be.
I asked the guy, I had to go to Nevis. I asked the guy on the boat going over. I said, "Boss, why the place so hot?" And I said, "Bye. A lot of sins here."
Listen.
A lot of sins.
I tell God I'm sorry, so he don't continue this.
But I hear them say we're going to have a heat wave down to September or something like that.
At what?
Yeah, I was hearing that.
Down too, but I thought they said that the heat wave won't stop, and then we're going into summer. We can't have a heat wave and summer. As in summer hot, you know? You know summer is hot.
Yeah, but what I can't understand is this. We were told at the beginning of the year that up until March, we're going to have cooler temperatures than usual because Earth is the furthest it's been away from the sun in however long, right?
So it doesn't like to us, daddy with face.
No, but it was cold, Jade. Remember the first couple months of the year, it was like abnormally cold, especially.
I know it's abnormally hot. So what I tell you, I am messing up the world.
Because I can't understand how it was. It was cold because we was the furthest away from the sun. So we just went from the furthest to the closest overnight. Because we went from literally...
Mayfield move you.
Me, you know what's going on, Jade. Like, I don't know what's going on. But it is abnormally hot and humid.
As if I went to a friend's birthday party on Saturday, right?
You tell me you're not on the weekend, you know?
I forget. I lied. I didn't lie, I forget.
You see how they just come back around and died.
I forget. You know. I remember during the story.
Me no nothing, honey. But the party on Saturday. That's why they get in trouble, you know.
Get in on, man.
Proceed.
So me like to as well. But yeah, I went to a friend's birthday party on the weekend, and as I'm down there melting, I went the country to school.
Right.
I was down there legit melting.
The nights and all hot. Humid, sticky. People bathing 4 times and still trying to figure out why I feel so.
I repent mine because if I can't take this heat up here, when I got hell, you what's, you know?
One day I was walking and don't go wrong.
Yeah, so what you doing there?
Yeah, exactly. Don't go wrong. It was so crazy, right? That I literally was walking with a friend. I was like, look, I can't take it no more. I couldn't take it. I was getting so frustrated and just annoyed with the heat. Me head feel funny. I went in a store, bought a hat. I went in the store and buy a hat. Yeah, I just went on my hat. It just couldn't. I couldn't deal with it.
I literally have to plan out. It takes me so long to go outside. Because I have to plan each step because I don't want to be outside longer than I need to be.
Yeah. What I would say though is that I'm hoping that people are taking the necessary precautions and just not complaining about the heat. Increase your water intake, guys. Stay inside, wear cool clothing.
Wear cool clothing, be inside naked, go back to...
No, I mean even when you're going out or you're going to work and stuff like that, be mindful of the heat because... I literally been considering changing my wardrobe. You know, it's a button-up king. I look in polos to go buy now because I can't take her.
Come here in a white vest.
Really lucky if I come here and shut at all. Once I get back in the gym, it's problems.
They're going to be, no? No, not that we're waiting, we're going to go up. Do that. Let's see how that going to work.
Yeah, guys, no. Oh my God, just pull back on that plan.
No, don't do that, friend.
You got me questioning.
Why? Come here with your vest, show up the chest. Shut the chest.
Let me get back in the gym. But I want people to really, again, increase their water intake.
Please.
Try to stay out of the direct sunlight for extended periods. We need the sun, but we are sunscreen.
Yeah, please.
We are sunscreen, guys.
Lord.
That is something that even myself need to work on. Wearing the sunscreen. I got a sunburn. I have it for over a year now. We ain't going nowhere. So ain't a sunburn. I just look so now. Yeah, and it's from exactly a year ago when I was in St. Thomas last year. Like I
hope you learned and you was...
Yeah. Okay. This time I was definitely
prepared?
Yeah, a little more mindful of, how exposed I was to the sun and so.
Yeah, outside rough, man.
But the thing about it is, we walk out all the way black.
Who? I feel like I'm crisp, no?
Not only that, but you can feel it in your later years. This is when all these sunscreenless days gonna come back to haunt you.
Everything body-wise.
When you got all your sunspots, when your hand them just look wrinkly and old.
Yeah, just put on a little sunscreen.
Yeah, put on a little sunscreen.
Save yourself the problem.
I find a lotion or a moisturizer that has SPF.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but we gotta be mindful. And the thing is, a lot of times we recognize the changes, but we don't adapt. If everybody complaining about how hot it is, then we need to see some adaptation.
Yeah, I can't say that. I'm sorry for the people who go work in long sleeve and so. Because the boss decided that's the uniform.
No, but I'm telling people wear long sleeve, it's just that don't wear, it's what kind of long sleeve. Because, for instance, them construction men and so, they better put on a long sleeve.
No, they have to do it.
They got to put on a long sleeve.
They have to.
But yeah, when you're putting on your thick cotton button-up Oxford, then it's rough. Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, tell our about excuse and pardon, but they say the weather for that.
Yeah, I mean the good thing is a lot of the places that mandate that, they should at least have AC in the place.
Should.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. If you go to work and the AC isn't working,
go home.
I consider that perfect grounds to tell your boss you're working from home.
Yeah.
In your fault, you came to work and it was a pressure cooker.
Don't let them come talk about the boy Lasco fan put next door, Because all Lasco does do is circulate hot air. Okay? Don't do that.
Oh, man.
AC or nothing.
The Lasco bar.
Yeah, you usually got AC, you go work. You got about 2 Lasco fan by your desk. Your boss telling you, I work with that day so long. Oh, I got home. I'm going to cook me here.
What are the tasks for today? No problem. I have internet at home.
Oh, yes. You know what else? I have AC, so I'm going baby.
You believe AC, we have gotten to the point in St. Kitts Nevis where AC is or should be standard in properties?
Yeah. I think we just be home properly cooking,
Yeah, it is. I believe we're there.
Yeah,
I was telling somebody
you you're opening your windows and so because nothing coming through there.
I was telling somebody that on the weekend. I said, look, you ain't even supposed to be as a homeowner or like a landlord renting places and ain't gonna AC.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
That people should come to your house expect AC.
Yeah, you can't come tell me. I have to pay $1,000 US and you give me 2 Lasco, sir?
Not in Lasco, ceiling fan is what. Because back in the day you could have given a ceiling fan, Open the window and you're good. But I think something changed. No. Something changed over the last
There is no breeze coming through the window for the ceiling fan to circulate.
Something happened in the last 10 years, Jade. It is not the same. I asked somebody, say, you used to be this happening when you were small? No way.
I think I remember the exact summer when I realized things started to feel different. Yeah, you had a summer there when the heat just started to get different.
I don't know, but it's something obviously different.
Yeah. But let's see what happened in the news while we were away.
What's going on?
Oh, so, we have a new Baltimore Ravens signee coming out of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Lovely.
His name is Kaim Caesar.
So we got an NFL player is he from St. Kitts or
he's from Kayan? No, he's from...
Boom, bam. That's all of the here.
Yeah.
Can we have some Kittitian heritage in the NFL?
No, I mean roots.
Roots.
Yes.
I love it. What's his name?
Kaim Caesar, and he will have the opportunity to fulfill his dreams of playing in the NFL as he signed a contract with the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I know what team I'm back in this year.
Me too.
I was already back in the Ravens this year because, I wanted Lamar Jackson to get his contract and he's got the quarterback for the Ravens. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
And they were having a whole bunch of negotiation issues, but he got his contract, the biggest contract ever given to a quarterback.
Oh.
He's black.
Oh.
So I'm supporting that.
Yeah, man.
And so I was already saying, like, I wish the best for the team. So this just gives me even more reason to root for the Ravens this year. But congratulations to him and his family.
Yes.
And even the community of Keon.
Yes, he's from Keon St. Kitts and has been receiving a lot of support from his family and friends on social media. Of course.
What position he was drafted?
He is going to be.
If they have if he was in the first round, second round, is anything like that?
He was one of the 13 undrafted free agents signing signing to the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, that's good. Like that's good. I mean, there really is a potential in him, even though he didn't go in the draft.
He's a defensive tackle.
Yeah. Okay.
He look like he like tackle people for. Lord, if I see this bad one, that I fainted. As if I got faint, but I like to.
Just get the ghost.
Why? Like a big truck coming after him. Look at these arms as if. Nah, I got faint.
Yeah, he big. I'm gonna call him, see if he can give me some tips, yeah?
Bye, I say for whoever.
Say, why they eat, brother? Why they eat?
People.
How much cows are there to eat? It's the people.
Congratulations to him, man.
Oh, man.
Saying it will be, well, you know who saying is back in the NFL this year. Because one thing we only need to know that you... Huh?
Arkansas, that's where the other guys,
Yeah. We only need to know that you're a son of the soil are from here, you know?
Yeah.
Wait here, what you doing?
We're backing up.
Yeah. Easy.
The thing is, people like to show themselves, see?
You're not going to overdo it.
We always overdo it.
And I love it. Oh dear. Let's see what else. So somebody got a housing contract. It wasn't you and it wasn't me.
Oh.
We're in the wrong field, friend. We're here talking all the time instead of we learn how to build a house.
No, contracting and the construction industry is a money play. The money always in construction. That's one thing.
Well, a T&T firm secures 1.5 billion housing contract in St. Kitts and Nevis.
1.5 billion TT.
They didn't say TT. They just said 1.5 billion.
I think it's TT.
Well.
But remember, the country is in good economic standing, even though we're in the red. So the money there should be easy.
Yeah.
They're only easy to...
Pocket change. There's a little pocket change. We can't still be in the red as him.
Yeah, but we was in good economic standards, but then we was in the red.
And so we be now.
That's what we be.
Oh.
We in good economic standing, we were just in the red.
I don't think. Like, may no. Should I at school for them things and so.
Oh boy.
But for me, them two things they so like they go together.
Jade, you tell the Minister of Finance?
You're right. I don't run nobody country. I barely can run my household. So use right.
Oh boy, hey. And they think of course this is probably a loan.
Who the loan come from?
I don't know, maybe either some government or some bank overseas.
Okay.
Probably not national bank. So probably an overseas bank.
Okay. Vibes.
Government do that. Then nothing.
They don't know. Well, a Trinidadian company has entered into an agreement with the government of St. Kitts Nevis for the construction and turnkey delivery of 2,400 affordable smart homes over 4 years, valued at TT, 1.52 billion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was TT, man.
The contract was awarded by Prime Minister of St. Kitts Nevis, the Missa word between you. Dr. Terence Drew to the East Coast Housing Development Limited. According to a statement, the Ministry of Housing and Human Settlement and National... Where did they come from?
That's what they call it in the ministry, you know.
Oh. And National Housing Corporation of that country secured a contract with ECHD, which is based in San Fernando. It added that the island-wide affordable housing project is to be delivered in 4 phases of 600 units each, with construction to begin in June 2023. Funding is being provided by a major Trinidad and Tobago financial institution.
So take a loan.
Each house will include a refrigerator, a 4-burner gas stove, a rooftop water heater, and a water tank.
Okay.
According to the statement, East Coast is partnering with China-based Crete Farm.
No? Okay. My bad. What happened? Is the China-based? They must be doing construction here.
You mean under the last government?
Oh.
Yeah, government change.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
My bad.
You're right up to the same friend.
Who do you know Chinese friends are?
Well, Crete Farm Limited.
Crete Farm?
I have no idea who that is.
That sounds like prefab homes.
Huh?
It might be prefab.
I know what that be. I know who that is.
No, prefab meaning like is.
Oh, the pre-built.
Yeah, pre-built. Yeah, they put them together. Maybe that's what I know.
Maybe. Well, oh Lord, I lost it. Yes, okay. For the use of modern technology and civil engineering works on the project. The statement was also noted that Drew, who was elected in August 2022, election feels so far away, promised to make the delivery of low-cost housing a priority of his administration.
That's true.
He did, yeah. East Coast CEO Brian Singh, a civil engineer, said he noted that he is extremely happy to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and promised to have the houses delivered on time and within budget. The majority of workers would be employed from St. Kitts and Nevis, Singh said. He added that his parent company, Brico Renewable Energy Group, has had a long professional association with the territories of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. The company has been involved in the development of infrastructure. Singh also indicated that East Coast is currently engaged in discussing with respect to possible solar energy and wind turbine projects. What does smile mean?
Nothing. It's cool.
I don't believe you.
But I wonder what you'd find when you go and like Google these companies.
Well,
people should do that.
Yeah.
People should do that because I mean.
You have to know who we enter into stuff with.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So between the company that we enter into the contract with, the parent company, and the gentleman who is the
Mr. Singh?
the front person for the thing. I think it'd be good to figure out who these people are. Especially because they're making this level of investment.
Big one.
Yeah, this level of investment. And for something that is so important, which is housing. I'm curious to know what the plan is in terms of what type of housing, who is it geared towards, what land.
Not houses, so.
Well, what I mean is like, is it gonna be like single family homes, units? Is it gonna be multi-family? Is it gonna be like complexes? Because the last government built a couple of those more like multi-family units. I am not a fan of those at all.
You mean the thing done by Baker's Corner?
Well, not only that. I think they built a few of them. There was the one up at Monkey Hill as well.
That one in Monkey?
St. Peter's, yeah.
I didn't see that one. I see the one I only see the Baker's Corners one. I didn't see the Monkey Hill one.
There's one over Connery. There was one over Connery. I think.
We are in Connery?
In Connery. Like in Connery, like in on the main road.
Well, I know that because I didn't see it.
Yeah, so they built several of the multi-family homes. I'm personally not a fan of those.
Yeah.
I think what happens is you run the risk of creating slum-like.
You mean like what I had before they build them? They want them to the back?
Yeah, so they tend to lend themselves. If it's a matter of land usage and thing, no problem. Or it has to be like if you have families going there and the idea is for these families to settle there and thing or whatever, own them, then yeah, that becomes problematic for me. Generally, what we've seen is when people have their own space, their own land and whatever, you tend to, over the generations, see generally you see an increase in the value of the property. You know, mommy come, got the house, children come, pay off for it, grandchildren come, expand on it, you know, that kind of thing. So, but when you're living in these like multi-family homes, it really does turn it a lot of times into like a slum type.
Yeah, no, we've seen it. I mean, we've literally seen examples of it. There's examples right behind the ones of
the projects.
Yeah, at Baker's Corner. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we'll follow the story to see what type of housing we get.
And who's it geared towards.
Yeah, and let me see if I could apply for one. You want one, friend?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, and again, it depends on who it's geared to. Is it geared towards persons who might be presently living in a situation where there's multiple people in the home where they live at now? Is it something where it's geared towards people from a specific economic level? Is it are there gonna be homes for people of different economic standing? So maybe homes for a young professional. You know, maybe you're working in some type of office type job, making, you know,
a certain amount,
decent salary. What's considered decent?
What's considered decent? Good question.
Right. That's another question. I wonder what's considered decent now.
Bye.
Is it geared towards people who may be, having financial difficulties at the time, working for minimum wage, that kind of thing? Or is it both? And so you'll have different types of homes for different people. Like, kind of. Are you trying to do hype?
No. I'm not even aware because have it. But I saw somebody said something about the others. I went to check to see.
Yeah, so it kind of depends. Like, it depends. I'm looking forward to see what the project is.
Me too.
I'm hoping that there is because there's different ways you could do it, right? There's different ways you could do it. And what lands they're gonna use? They're gonna just take over farmer cane fields, which is kind of what, if you're doing 2,400 homes, I suspect a lot of farmer cane fields are now gonna be.
Yeah, because they got all them houses somewhere.
Yeah, and previous administrations, and again, it don't matter which party government was in, one of the big issues I see we drop short on is drainage. So we take out the cane field, put in homes, and then all the water there just running down and flooding out all kind of other places. So hopefully that's something that they take into consideration.
Yeah.
But yeah, smarter people and me involved, so
yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see. We shall see. So remember, before you left, there was a situation that happened off the coast of St. Kitts.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And
unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. So, right, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the current response of Uncle Gaston. And we're going to talk about the story that I sent you. I'm not sure if you read it.
Yeah, I did. That was the rescue story?
Was...
You mean the Netflix series?
Yes. If the captain didn't work out, right? The back of the story, yeah? Because he had me enthralled. I was like, what? But then when I finished reading it, I was like, but then...
Something didn't sound really laugh to you. Okay, but we could discuss it.
So, Antigua and Barbuda PM says he has no intentions of accepting repatriation of 14 Cameroonian migrants on St. Kitts. May I ask that what you feel like? That's, like, what do you mean? But so they come from here.
Yeah, well, he's saying they left. And they're not from here. So how are you going to send them back here?
God, that's where they come from.
But that ain't how we go. If I go somewhere and for whatever reason the people want me out of the country, They don't just send me back to wherever port I was at before. Like, they don't just... I agree with Gaston.
Uncle Gaston said, well, that's our problem now, you know.
Yeah, I agree with Gaston. But give people a little rundown about the story, say.
Why bring them back when they are likely to smuggle out of the country again? Sorry.
I agree, Gaston. If you want to deport somebody, you deport them back to the home country. You don't just deport them back to the port that was at before you.
But I wasn't even the man said, well, I want to bring them back here. They're going to leave again.
I mean, that logic, they are a little crazy for me.
You think?
But I understand the idea of like, well, y'all even want to send them back here.
That's where they come from.
But they didn't come from here.
That's where they left from last.
But that's what I'm saying. So imagine, right? Imagine somebody come from Timbuktu, right? They stop off in St. Kitts for a few months. Then they go to America, commit some crime. America decide we're deporting you. And then they want to send them back to St. Kitts. Send them back to Timbuktu, where they come from. They come from St. Kitts.
Did they commit a crime now?
No, I'm just saying, like, in terms of, if you're in a country and the country needs you to not be here anymore, right? You've overstayed your welcome.
The man said, tell Gaston, send them back yourself.
No, like, put them on a plane, send them back to, like...
They said Gaston brought them to Antigua in the first place.
That's the name, bring them.
The plane brought them.
Plane, exactly. So just because you land here, you ain't got no rights here. Because when you land back, like, if you land back in, like, in the example, let's say, you land back in St. Kitts, what St. Kitts supposed to do?
Then send you back where you come from. We're retracing with steps.
So wherever it was last, then we send you back there, and then that country need responsible for getting you back to the next place, and then that country responsible to getting you back to the next place.
Well, not on the Gaston watch. Gaston said, I don't know, but they can't come here.
I agree with Gaston.
Y'all
Cameroonian, get a charter flight, charter them back, send them back Cameroon. We got diplomatic relations with every country under the sun, apparently.
It's true.
Except Cameroon?
The main thing, so I think we got.
I don't know, but...
If digital could reach Africa, why can't they? Can't tell her that how we reach. Get to tell her the phone. Let's tell her how we reach where he is. Follow that.
Put them on a flight, send them back.
That's all.
If you don't want them here, that's what you do.
That's all. The Prime Minister was referencing the 14 migrants and 2 Antiguans, not even the Antiguans he want back.
Don't want them back neither. Wherever they send the Cameroonians, send them there too.
Oh, he's the one that left. You're no longer Antiguan.
Exiled.
This is the first country to exile somebody in the Caribbean. Oh, I guess that's funny, bad boy. Big alive. Well, sorry, man said nobody left coming back, even if you're from here.
It's crazy, yo.
That they make me call him big alive. Man said Antigua and all.
Big up Gaston one time.
Yeah, man. Favorite uncle in the Caribbean. Yes. They were rescued after the boat capsized off the coast of St. Kitts en route from Antigua to St. Thomas on March 28, 2023. In a release from the Ministry of National Security, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis said it continues to pursue workable and diplomatic solutions as it's duty bound to do so. Prime Minister Brown administration has since reneged on the previous arrangement to have... Oh, so he tell them they could come and said, oh, matter.
Man change your mind.
Wow.
Man
He reneged on... I laugh because he got step right under and I know it's funny. Very, man. Funny. He said, how do you feel about us taking them back? We want to treat them humanely. Our challenge is that they have claimed that sending them back to the Cameroon would likely result in their death. But I am thinking, for those who have already left our shores, the question is, why bring them back when they are likely to smuggle out the country again? The Antiguan Prime Minister has since asked the French ambassador for assistance from France to get the Cameroonians back to their native land. Recently, 9 of the 16 detainees escaped.
These men here just gonna running shoes.
Watch here, them.
These men gonna running shoes. I mean, escape artists.
Yeah. Yeah. The man don't play.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait. Recently, 9 of the 16 detainees escaped the detention facility, with all but one, Nicholas Santana Arichi, back in police custody. Arichi is a citizen of Antigua and a Dominican Republic native who is still missing. What?
Yeah, one of them, they can't find one, Jade.
Oh, so they catch the rest, but they can't find him?
They can't find him, yeah.
That's the real bastard, so.
Yeah, man, he's somewhere, maybe back in Santo Domingo somewhere.
Yeah.
Punta Cana cooling out there.
Yeah, man.
Sipping on a Mai Tai.
You know, it was Cinco de Mayo the other day.
But, hey, you think, like, how you look?
Me no danger, no picture.
You might just be chilling around and just blending in here.
Yeah, probably down your tongue.
I wasn't going to say it, but you're right.
He's either in your town or he's in McKnight. He's literally either in your town or McKnight.
Yeah, right.
Chilling, you know. Well, look for the story that I sent you the other day because, boy, that threw me for a loop. Where is it? Uh-huh. Okay. So, it says, no, reading this was, this is a long
No, it was a long story.
I can't read the whole story.
What? Give us the synopsis.
So basically, the captain said that he was out, sailing.
So, okay, so first thing, these people, they got into whatever trouble that we still to this day don't know exactly what happened.
And what was funny about that? Remember, they said they found a boat somewhere else, right?
Right.
But the captain said the boat was there.
Right.
So.
So, anyway, so there was this, so they had the accident, the people end up in the water for some strange reason.
The boat capsized.
And they were saved, the rescue, we were thinking that the rescue happened because of the Coast Guard. Apparently it was a Venezuelan, like, ship, like, what kind of ship it is? They're like students, right? Sailing students or something?
Something like that.
They're like Venezuelan.
Captain Cute, no, stop there. I don't let you rescue me anytime. Sorry. That was wildly inappropriate, sorry. Intrusive thoughts when you just
Man can't even just save some people from
make him look better?
From impending doom.
That make him look a lot better.
Without being objectified.
Imagine the captain telling them girls that story. He winning.
Okay, I guess I gotta go save somebody from impending doom.
Yeah. You're behind,
to get some attention. Yeah, I work on it. I work on it. If you're ever in this, you call me.
Who? Richie, you're crazy. No.
So these Venezuelan sailors, like, rescue these people.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so tell us about this rescue.
So, they was minding the business, sailing the high seas, and then they saw that, I think he said he saw a light, I heard the noise.
So from what I my recollection of the story, and this was my first red flag.
Let's go. Because it's couple, eh?
The first red flag I hear was, they're sailing, going where they're going, and they said they heard a faint scream.
What is a red flag?
Because based on how they say, it didn't seem like they was close to the people at all.
No.
So a boat sailing going, and you heard a faint scream of somebody in the sea far away?
Yeah. In the night. Dead dark.
But I mean, the thing got not to do it if you can hear, but you just feel like it would be difficult to hear that.
Especially if you're on a boat sailing, like,
So nobody was talking, everybody was dead silent.
Yeah, everybody just chilling, looking up at the stars.
Nobody talking, no music playing, no nothing, everybody just on this boat, and then it's just like,
Well, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let me see, Kazu. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he said, no, he didn't say, yeah, he did say that.
They were telling you, they said they hear, and then they
He
were
said
like,
he immediately throttled back, and then both heard a clear audible scream.
that woman or the man or whoever it is, probably we got to get a person lungs checked because a person probably got the most earful lungs.
It was a she.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a lady. When she screamed them by, yeah, we got to study that.
Yeah.
Because the whole engine, everything going on the boat, and
they hear her. Yeah, so they start to find people pull them out the water. There were people clinging on to like plastic barrels and, you know, things.
Real Titanic story, by
Yeah.
Except no
So
icebergs.
but the thing for me is, I remember I was reading a story about them finding the vessel.
Yep.
So how come they're telling us here?
Where they say they find the vessel? Down Venezuela or somewhere about?
It was Venezuela?
Me know somewhere.
It was somewhere. It was somewhere.
Guyana or something, I don't know. somewhere down
But
south.
then they said that the vessel had broken down, taken on water and capsized as well.
Exactly. So the vessel in the sea lost the water, came back up, and then floated all the way down to where it was, Colombia? I don't even know. Like
I thought when boats taking water, they sink.
But that's what the person said. They said the boat capsized. That's what the captain said. The boat was there, the boat capsized. Because remember, we were saying the same thing here. How is it that the people on the boat in the sea, but the boat sailed all the way down here? Remember, that was one of the things we were trying to figure out. If the boat intact so much that it reached all the way down here, how all these people end up in the water?
And we thought that they jump off to swim again.
That's telling you the whole thing just...
But no, they're telling us that...
The boat was there when they rescued him.
So, yes.
But the plot thickens, I tell you.
And then somebody had a mobile phone.
Of course.
Waving around. After they just capsized, drop in deep water.
Everybody got a phone. The phone them IP65 right now, so you know about that.
iPhone 12 waterproof.
Waterproof. So honest, I could see that, but I mean, the story does bring in more and more questions to me because up to now, nobody's saying what happened on the boat.
No.
Why all these people end up in the water? Like what? Like, nobody's saying that.
That's all.
And not only that, the two Antiguans who they caught, those are the crew?
Yeah, well, that's what
Those are the crew?
Yeah.
So none of the crewmates them could say what happened. And the Antiguan, well, that's the name I take him back. This whole thing just got too much, like, it got too much.
Holes. It has some holes.
Just questions, like it raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, because
raises a lot of questions, Jade. I just don't understand why there's no information. Imagine the most information we've gotten is from the captain that saved the people.
See, somebody said we read that the boat arrived in Puerto Rico with one body.
Right.
So exactly. How would the boat sink? How would the boat
and we only one body.
And it was how much people was? Like
we got what? How much people we found here? 33, 32?
They said I had 14?
They had 14 and I think something, it's like 30 people, it was around 30 people.
Yes. So one body was on the boat. But how the boat turned back over?
And the one body still on the boat. But the one body could have been inside the boat.
But how did the boat capsize and then flip back over itself?
Jade, something just don't add up. Something just don't add up.
But made a boat does that?
Something just don't add up, Jade. Something just don't add up. I still trying to figure out why them people end up in the water in the first place.
You think we're gonna never get this?
The boat was seaworthy enough to unpiloted end up in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But these people end up in the
water.
Because of sinkings.
All right. So whenever I tell us what actually happened, we'll be here.
Then I need to check. I need to check the hearing of this Venezuelan. He might be in the bank profession. He might be a sound engineer.
Bye. You might need to hire him, friend.
I'm telling you, I might need to give him a job.
Because I hear that.
Whole engine.
Wow.
Going.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You are not come like you want to hear it.
I want to hear it, Jade. I want to hear it.
No, like, that's crazy because I tell you, when I read this story, like I study with the whole story, you know, I said, this ain't what it. No. Maybe it's me. Let me send it to Azem because it got to be me wrong somewhere.
No, I had some questions being raised for real.
And he did have a picture of them on the boat after being rescued.
No man saying that he ain't rescued them and had them and he bought or whatever, but the whole thing just a little crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
How is it that we into this thing like a month now? Nobody know what actually
Nobody know what happened. Like, how nobody could say, okay, well, yes.
We hit some rough seas.
The boat capsized. We you know, we thought all hope was lost, but then the captain pulled up, save us. Because the boat reached into Puerto Rico, does it?
Puerto Rico.
It's very strange, because I just tell us that the boat capsized. Anyway. Anywho's,
Anybody actually see a picture of the boat?
not me.
How do
How do I take a picture of the boat in Puerto Rico?
Well, you could take a picture of the boat in Puerto Rico.
Let me check. Let me go Google. Let me see.
I wonder what kind of boat this was. Like, it was like a boat, like one of them boat, like when we go in Nevis. Like, and it's like a fishing boat that like all open. It's just like a fishing boat that could hold 30 people. We're in the outboard engine, like. Can't even. You see that sound, Jade?
Yeah. You think anybody else it?
I don't know if anybody else it. I wonder if it's just us. Anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
In St. Kitts. Let me see it. The Observer.
I can guarantee there's no picture. There's no picture of the boat, Jade.
ABC 17. Let me see. 3 dead, 16 missing. Okay. And what does it look like? They say it look like a real site.
There's no picture of the boat, I can guarantee you.
Wild.
It's just a lot of questions,
Wild.
Maula, the story is still for boat, but
Staff of boats that are traversing the seas illegally. Not just staff of boat.
Right, I don't know, man.
Kingsters.
Is happening on the stream too?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so can I with the camera?
Yeah. We look like it's night.
We look like we just jump off a boat. Oh, boy.
We should capsize.
We should.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, boy.
Okay, let me see where is that move, guys. Boy, you want to talk about Honorable Cleone's getting expelled?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact.
So, you fix that? You fix
He
that?
just come back?
Watch it, I just say, Judy here. I come back after vacation, they jump in the main acting up. I walk with my sage tomorrow. I shall be walking with my sage tomorrow, Azem. You know how I feel about my sage?
Yes, indeed.
We're having that. Well, NRP Disciplinary Committee expel Honorable Cleone Stapleton Simmons from party.
It took them long enough.
But I thought this an app now. I literally thought this an app.
Yeah.
The Executive Committee of the Nevis Reformation Party, following an investigation by the party's Disciplinary Committee, has decided to expel Honorable Cleone Stapleton Simmons, elected representative for Nevis 5, from the party. As confirmed in a statement to the media, the Disciplinary Committee of the Nevis Reformation Party recommended that Stapleton Simmons be relieved of her position and removed from any institutions of the NRP. According to the statement, the decision came as a result of Stapleton Simmons' failure to comply with the decision of the Executive Committee for her to support the Honorable Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, leader of the Nevis Reformation Party, as leader of the opposition in the Nevis Island Administration. Assembly, sorry. Stapleton Simmons was suspended from all party institutions in February 2023, following an impasse that was the deciding factor on who the opposition leader would be in the Nevis Island Assembly.
That is insane, you know. It's just like, this whole thing is unfortunate, shit. You see that interview she was doing when she tell the person, like, she think this is a personal attack and she must have? She in the interview?
You see? If you command the show, we tell command the show. That wasn't gonna happen.
So Nevis can really just go to this whole parliamentary session and term and
no opposition.
No opposition?
What do I want opposition for?
That's wow.
That's why
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Like, it's an unfortunate situation. Because again, and I tell people all the time, I can't understand how is it that we constantly as adults are unable to do the things that we so rarely expect from toddlers.
They expect toddlers to figure out
and work together.
Yeah.
We got people doing group work since preschool. We're doing group work.
I know why in the highest positions and I can't do group work.
Choose. Okay, guys, between the two of y'all, choose a leader. Nobody willing to compromise. Nobody willing to.
Well, the leader clearly has been chosen a long time, so it was just for Honorable Simmons to comply. Because we all know who the leader was to be. We all know who the leader was going to be. We all know who the opposition leader is, according to them. So it was just for her to be like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's not her position. That's not her position. Her position, for me, it seems as though her position is, I've been here, I have seniority. Like she's saying.
Yeah, but I thought she was saying that the only way she would support the opposition leaders if she gets to pick the senator.
Yeah, that's what she's saying in terms of offering some compromise. But I'm saying the fact that it's even something that's up for debate. I think her position is that she's been there.
Mm-hmm. So she should have a say in what happens.
Not only just have a say, but I think she's saying that she should be the leader. And if she's not the leader, then what she'll consider is, which to me is a bit disingenuous, because if you pick the senator, then the idea is that the senator might be beholden to you. Mm-hmm. And so, in essence, you're still the opposition leader.
She said, I'm going to be the leader up front, or I'm going to be the leader behind.
Because it'll always be 2 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, she said, it's either I'm the leader in front, or I'm the leader behind. Either way, I'm still the leader.
I just could not have ever imagined that this was going to go on this long.
Oh my God.
And I think it's really embarrassing for the NRP.
Yeah.
Because I think the NRP would have been making some strides.
They were.
And gaining some ground.
Yeah, and then now this big setback.
And it does feel like a setback. Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting to see a few things where the NRP goes after this, how this plays into future campaigns. Mm-hmm. And also we are what's the name? Stapleton.
Dr. Jonathan?
No.
Clear Stapleton Simmons?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they are.
Yeah, where she takes this? Does she run as an independent?
But if I get up one morning and see that she's running on the back, right?
We called it.
Listen.
Let's say we told you so.
Yeah. Listen. Cause I see that, you remember the post? The birthday,
Are you saying that even before the birthday post?
The birthday post, yes. However, the birthday post was like, interesting.
But like I say, this is going to be interesting to see what happens. Bear in mind that we are already probably close to gearing up for another election in Nevis anyway.
How?
I mean, how? Nevis got election every 2 to 3 years.
Lord, I forget this. That was going through, no? No.
Yeah, it's almost every 2 to 3 years. Because what has ended up happening is you have local island election. And you have federal election.
So which one we just went through?
They just went through the Nevis Island election, and then we had. So the two of them came back to back.
Yeah.
Remember that's when they wanted Mark to not keep it in December because because it was Christmas time.
Because it was Christmas. Oh, the audacity. Yeah. Max, who is the leader here? Me or you?
No, it wasn't because it was that. It was because it was Lent, holy season, or whatever it was. I don't remember.
Meanwhile, people in the wood with all kind of debauchery.
I don't even know what's going on with the argument. The argument there was just like, wow, are you serious? Mm-hmm. They're going in like the man announced it on the 25th.
I said Christmas morning I'll come up about. Out to order by. Well, on to other things. So the pandemic is finally over. Well, it's not an emergency anymore. I feel like we kind of crossed that bridge a long time.
When these people say these things, do they be outside? Or they just be in the lab all day?
Must be.
Because they realized the world for the last year. Nobody studying now? Nobody
remember COVID. Nobody remember COVID happened.
Tell her no, you gave me no more vaccine, tell her that.
No, tell her, watch it, I just got first like what? I better I don't let next pandemic happen. I don't have to give up them planes and spurs like what because we're not doing that.
All the people who was like cussing about the vaccine and thing. I wonder what them they say now to you. Some of them who was like all on Facebook going on with people about the vaccine and holding us back.
Let them dead. I want to take it, let them dead.
I ain't want us to enjoy carnival. Is our way we can keep the place locked down. But you just like you said, let them dead. All these arguments.
Let them dead.
Them dead.
Not a short friend.
But them people ain't even take the booster. Half of them ain't take the boosters. Maybe some of them take one. But they ain't take no 2 and 3 boosters that they would need.
No time. I want a shot that I let them dead though.
Let them dead. Let them dead.
Just so. L-A-Y.
And in the back,
L-E-Y.
No, in the back, it just say, remember that the shirts going on about, I've been vaccinated?
That shirt, that's how
That I've been vaccinated shirts. And the back, it just say, let the rest of them dead.
We will look into that. Gavin, when you listen this later when you don't work. Just now, gosh, I told you first. Well, yes, the World Health Organization said Friday that COVID-19 no longer qualifies as a global emergency, marking a symbolic, really? Be for real. Symbolic end to the devastating coronavirus pandemic that triggered once unthinkable lockdowns, upended economies worldwide, and killed at least 7 million people worldwide. Thanks.
Crazy.
Thank you. What do you mean sticking out like that?
Should they lock some? Let us be locked in.
Yeah, they just be doing the whole thing. I need to figure out what color I'm doing them now. This green thing ain't working for me. But yeah, I have to go back outside now.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Florida never stopped going out.
Yo, they need to be locked down. Lock back up Florida because...
They was never locked up, Jade.
Okay, well, I'll try to lock them up because whatever happening over there, that's the real pandemic. Florida killing people for no reason. Well, I've been doing that. America on a whole, right? Imploding, you know? Slowly but surely, America is imploding.
Babylon, Jade, Babylon. Babylon shall fall.
You falling?
Yeah, the lies just said, voices said that we can't say that.
Can't say what?
That's Florida and Texas killing people.
Oh.
The lies just said that message.
Okay. Appreciate that.
We got live? But I don't was in the budget.
We get messages from our lawyers.
Thanks. Okay, the people of Florida and Texas. Better? Okay. Out here, wilding out. But I mean, of course, but that can happen if y'all passing law saying that people don't need permits and training and all kind of things to have guns. Why do you think that happen? Why do you think that happen? People just waking up on the wrong side of the bed and just kill people. Like you have a bad day and just kill somebody. Like what? You see the brother that drove to his brother's house, killed him and burned down the house? Bye.
What?
Bye. I thought I put it in the one sheet today, right? But maybe seen it. Let me look in my phone. Maybe it ain't updated in the other one. Yeah, man. A man just, a California man. Cain and Abel, his brother.
Wow.
It says a California man drives to Utah to kill brother, set house on fire.
Wait. That time you mean down the road here?
No, boy.
The man crossing state lines going...
But I tell you that...
That's about 3 days journey there.
You know, bad guy. Yeah, bro.
Jade, that's a 3-day journey. You want
Because no time at all the anger subside.
Jade, that I'm telling you, the man keep up that from when he leave California.
To you time, you know?
All them stopping for food and gas and bathroom breaks and so.
No time that did that anger leave that man. Let me tell you when did. You when did. Whenever I reach you when did. And there's video, you know what the man?
So he shot the guy?
Right, yeah, well, you get him. A Long Beach man allegedly drove from California to North Ogden, Utah to kill his brother, then set his house on fire. Okay. That's funny, yeah, but that's a lot of dedication, boy.
That's yo.
That's a lot of dedication.
People mad out here, Jade.
Yes.
People mad out here.
Officials say Jeffrey Roberts, 66, arrived at his brother's home around
Jeffrey
7.
Robert?
Yeah, Jeffrey Roberts.
Oh.
Arrived around 7:11 p.m., parked his van in the driveway, approached the front door, rang the doorbell. His brother Scott Roberts and his wife were home alone eating when Jeffrey arrived. The two brothers began talking on the front porch, and within a few minutes, Jeffrey Roberts pulled out a gun from his jacket and began firing. Parts of the incident were caught on a Ring doorbell camera, which the Attorney's office has since shared with the public. Both Scott and his wife were struck by gunfire.
What? The wife too?
Is everybody out there, does it? You think the man drive all the way over from California to Utah to leave witnesses, evidence? I mean, the camera was there, but don't say that. You know what people know about these things. Yeah?
This is going to take me off on a rant, but finish the story.
Following the shooting, video shows the suspect exiting the house, then returning shortly with a bag and a shotgun in hand. About 5 minutes later, he exited the house again, this time while on the phone. According to the attorney's house, once officers arrived on scene, Jeffrey began firing at them. 3 officers then returned fire, engaging in a shootout with suspects. Jeffrey was ultimately struck and died at the scene.
Jeffrey dead too?
Everybody! Is everybody?
Wow.
Part of the shootout was recorded on an officer's body camera. According to the attorney's office, only one officer was able to immediately activate his body camera. So I'm to activating it when you're on the way.
They don't know what.
Following the shootout, video shows heavy smoke from inside the house. Officials say the suspect used road flares to spark the fire. Aerial video shows extensive fire damage to the roof. Yeah, bye. Pardon, you're on a mission.
Okay. So, this is...
Well, at least, no, the wife didn't die.
Okay. Thank God.
It's only the brothers.
Thank God. Because I had this conversation with somebody on Saturday. I said, look, it's interesting to me how sometimes things escalate for no real reason between family members. And we started talking about family dynamics, family feuds, sisters who don't talk to each other, brothers who don't talk to each other, and then you see, now you have generations of cousins who ain't supposed to talk to the cousins over there. They ain't doing nothing. We got the same school, we in the same class, but if mommy know we talking, then is a problem, and them kind of thing. And then and sometimes when you find out what the real problem be, some petty things, some joking and misunderstandings, 2 people who just refuse to just yield.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It does happen all the time. People petty bad, you know? People petty as in.
Some of the times when you hear about the things that families break up over, you just got to go, So, you ain't talked to your sister for 10 years.
Because she took up your favorite cup and she broke it.
And then tell you sorry. Then you talk to the one who break the cup. But she don't talk, she don't use my cup them all the time. So what's the problem if I break she cup? She got? And then nobody talk to each other for 10 years.
Yeah.
And now the children them can't talk to another because me want to talk to them, they're over there.
Over cup.
And things just escalate.
So you end up driving from Utah to California to kill your brother.
Don't get me wrong, Jay. There's times people, like, of course, people just do things that you just can't really understand, right? All these, what do you think of all these abandoned homes up and down the place? A lot of them in dispute. Siblings can come to a decision as to what to do there. Well, let's stay there then. Well, if I can't go, you can't go. No,
So you just stay there.
You can stay right there.
Yeah.
This time, you got a nephew who homeless. You got a niece looking for a place to home she salon. Got a parents somewhere about and the family house right there. Put on here doing nothing.
They ain't doing nothing but catching dust. Because I have been petty. But so you go.
Actually, I love how I tell somebody, I said, for me, them things is big for me, I just tell the women in my life, and so I say, when I'm vetting men, pay attention to how that man speak about him mother.
You never tell me this.
But Jade, you done got so many that you don't really. I think I'll be a bit late.
I know this man.
I'll be a bit late with that advice.
I know you ain't.
You should have got that advice long time.
I know you ain't just said that.
So,
I know
why would they come and say that now?
You just said that. It's me hearing things. You got with me.
Well, Jade, if you have none, are you looking for more? Then, yes, pay attention to how they speak about their mother, Jade. It's important.
Thanks.
See, that's what I'm here for, Jade.
Yeah, great advice, friend.
No, but seriously, look, well, how people deal with their family, that's important. How sisters get along, that's important.
Granted, sometimes you don't cut off your family, but...
Again, people sometimes do things that it is best if they're not a part of your life.
Yeah.
They're just not, they don't contribute positively, whatever. But I'm talking about them times. Sometimes people take little things, and because of the stubbornness of all involved, they just steady and fester and fester and fester and turn into this big feud.
For no reason. Yep, you're completely right.
Yeah, that's...
You're completely right.
Rough out there, but the problem is in the worst case scenarios, they turn into like what happened with Jeffrey and his brother.
You think, what do you think Jeffrey was listening to while he was driving to his brother's house?
Remember one day you were driving with me and I put on some Pantera in the vehicle? And it was like, F the world for all it's worth, like, probably Pantera.
No, I feel like he was a Mavado song. Mavado, cattle.
That fellow there got listen to Mavado.
Yeah, that he will be hearing though.
Kill them off.
Because everything I got on in a hole. It's a good song if you're driving to kill your brother.
What you got next on the machine there, Jade?
Well, a big win for side chicks happened over the weekend.
Yeah? What happened?
Huge.
Okay.
King Charles III was crowned in an ancient rite at Winchester Abbey, which means Camilla is now the queen. Congratulations to you folk. Whole strain. Camilla is the prime example of whole strain. You're going to pay off in the end.
I don't really follow what be going on with the royals. But I'm guessing...
Camilla was King Charles' side woman for years. And I mean since he was with Diana. Even before. And when she died, she moved from the side chick to the main chick, and now she's the queen. Vibes.
Whole strain.
Whole strain. So, King Charles III was crowned on Saturday at Winchester Abbey in a coronation ceremony steeped in ancient ritual and brimming with bling at a time when the monarchy is striving to remain relevant in a fractured modern Britain. The displays of royal power straight out of the Middle East. Whoever wrote this article, like empty at all. Because what I mean?
Then call it as you see it.
Watch it out.
Call it as you see it.
That's so shady, right?
The archaic ceremony. The ridiculous display of pomp and circumstance.
The best to say that. That's what he could. That's all he had to say,
The unreasonable display of.
The man said straight out of the Middle Ages, boy. Charles was presented with an orb, a sword, and a scepter, and had the solid gold bejeweled St. Edward's crown placed atop of his head, as he sat upon the 700-year-old oak coronation chair. In front of world leaders, foreign royals, British aristocrats, and stars.
How much of our people went? How much of our cabinet went?
The Governor General.
Okay, understandable.
The Prime Minister. Two.
Two from the cabinet went?
No.
Two from the cabinet?
Oh.
But what was the thing? How big was the St. Kitts Nevis delegation?
About 8 people.
About 8?
Why 8 people need to consider this? Dougie went though, of course.
But he's the Foreign Minister?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Foreign Minister.
So that's true of the cabinet.
And Prime Minister.
And the Governor General, that's true of the cabinet.
No, the Governor General in the cabinet.
Yeah, sorry. No. Sorry.
Then
so the cabinet, the government. Yeah.
About some other people went.
But this saying at a time when we hear, when this is, the Prime Minister was talking about the fact that we need to distance ourselves from...
In fact, he said for the 40th, we're supposed to go Republic. But I mean,
maybe that's what he was going to tell them.
In fact, he and Trotman was taking pictures together and abusing all the Cameroonians.
Anyway.
Maybe that's what he was going to let them know, like, this is the last time I will see we face.
No, but I mean, even if let's say, even if we're a republic, I could see a situation where we're a republic and the government leader go for a coronation of a king or a queen or whatever. But it's just kind of like, I sure really like living up to what we're talking about.
It didn't look like I was too.
Yeah, I feel kind of.
They look well happy in his presence, you know.
Yep.
Because this is the problem I have. When the Queen passed, there was all sorts of talk about the Queen of England this and the Queen of England that and British thing, and are we seeing a time where more and more of former British colonies are really asserting independence? Do we really need to have a conversation about boom boom boom? And then here comes the coronation of the king, and everybody's like, oh, Britain.
Oh, Premier Bradley went too.
Yeah, but he in the cabinet. So
yeah, I was saying who went.
Yeah. So well, let's say 8 people at least.
You know the man in cabinet and the man is leader of the opposition.
He's not in cabinet.
Oh, sure. You're right. It's 10 from St. Kitts.
Oh, it's 10. Okay.
Well,
but I feel like that's kind of mystic. Guys, like on one hand, media keep saying like, and for me, it's like when the Queen died, that sparked a lot of conversation.
You know, they're just be talking, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you know, they're going to do this in about 2 years again.
Jade, that doesn't say you kill.
I kill the Queen.
Jade, but hey, if the man dies, and God forbid that he dies in 2 years, God forbid. But it happened in 2 years, that says you again, can you call it here?
That man is 95 years old.
Yeah, but for you the one who call it and the Queen.
I didn't call it on the Queen, she was already dying.
So what you're saying, what I'm saying is, if you line up with 2 years from now.
It's me?
It's you.
How come I can
wait.
So I can kill British monarchs?
But who else you calling that on?
Me call that on nobody, but what the other things that was called? How come they don't have?
Obviously you got that mouth.
I don't wish people that are already named it. So it can't be. It can't be, that's how they're killing British monarchs. That would be weird as hell.
I just hope we remain friendly.
No, man,
Oh. But yeah, my thing is, when the Queen died, sparked a lot of conversation about Britain's role in our independence, in the former British colonies.
The only person I believe thought this whole thing is Prime Minister, His Holiness, you know?
Holiness?
Yeah. The man mean it, the man ain't no, you know? The man mean it.
But to me that makes sense. Because, and that's the problem I have is like, when she died, a lot of the, like, and no, it wasn't a wait, it wasn't a 6 months after, 3 months after.
As the woman died.
Because to me, now would be a more relevant time.
To talk about it?
To have that conversation.
Oh no, the man, as soon as the producer did, we ain't play with them people anymore. They don't do us this, they don't do us that, we get it away from them, they're good,
maybe it's time we've grown, whatever. Well, by here come coronation, but let me go see how Windsor Palace look. Let me see how Windsor Palace look.
Very vexed, I go to.
No, I'm not vexed. What I'm saying is,
No, me say you're vexed. I'm saying I would go to.
yeah, no, but I mean,
I want to win the balance, what I mean?
but for me, it's kind of like the words and the actions.
Who does fit this bill? Who does foot this bill? Us?
What do you mean, the government paying for that, Jade?
Huh?
What do you think paying for it? You think they might taking a vacation?
No.
It's official government business, apparently.
Oh, okay. Vibes.
Yeah.
How do I get on the team? Who does dwarf?
We're trying to figure it out for the longest while.
Yeah, like, I feel like...
I take very good pictures, you know, it could be like the government official photographer or something, yeah. But then, I ain't taking me out.
We know we got to Dubai.
I take very good pictures. I could post on Facebook and so.
I could do that too. That's what I do.
We get posts, like we get social media posts from this trip.
Yeah.
Who posts them?
I saw pictures from on that one bagger site.
No, I mean like, I mean unofficial.
Sure
unofficial. I mean unofficial.
I'm sure there was official pictures on what
That's what interesting to me. If it would be like SKNIS or it would be OPM. SKNIS?
SKNIS.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was assuming maybe SKNIS. We'll post some pictures and things.
Yeah, see?
I mean, if they're gone, so it would be good to see, like, it would be good to see them in the
That's why now that was up there greening up yourself.
Yeah, man, but yeah, I don't have an issue. It's just like I said, it does feel kind of mystic when you go out and you start talking, especially when the conversation is sparked by the death of the previous monarch, and be like, yeah, distance from Britain, distance from Britain.
Get cool.
And then it's like, go smile up for the coronation of the new one. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of like.
Yeah. Everybody look miserable, but William bye. William, come show your face and bust. That man is a Caribbean man, you know. True bye. Nobody can convince me otherwise.
People saying it's kind of not a Williams you're gonna.
Yeah, man. That man just do so much Caribbean things. The man literally come show your face and bust off hard.
That's me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Once me walking, that's me.
That's all. And the man wasn't working.
I've literally gone to places and there's like, by watching my clock, was trying to make it to the half hour by. Make it to the half hour and then
that was the only happy looking man under there, because even Kate and what's it, William?
What? I mean Harry, I mean.
Yeah, Harry, sorry. William, they look miserable. Harry, they look happy. But yeah, William and Kate arguing in the car and so. Apparently William side chick was there.
But where's she gonna be?
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't tell her, you know, like, I am not condoning any type of relationship or condemning any type of relationship, but it's ridiculous for me to believe that there's people, particularly men, who have either earned or come into through inheritance or whatever, copious amounts of money.
And then I didn't say Chicago.
Well, me, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay.
Well, you say it, so I'll just leave it.
I thought that's where we was going.
Okay, well, we'll just leave it there.
You know what side of the family she was sitting on with?
No.
Camilla. Kate, girl, you're in trouble. I'm going to lie to you.
Sure, you're not trouble, man.
What do you mean? She learning from the best? The best, you know? Yo, this was like a whole big soap opera. It is.
I wish I cared enough to know how.
I don't, but the information is always thrust into my face.
Yeah, I understand.
Because I didn't even know the man had a was a chick. I didn't think he would have one.
You mean William?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I didn't.
I don't.
And she had all the same shoes that Kate had on.
Yo, people be wailing by like, why does even?
What is this?
What's her name? Let's give her the respect.
Her name is let me Google it.
The funny thing is about this might just be the man friend also, yeah.
Okay. Sure that's what Diana thought.
Might just be a friend.
William.
Can you type it, William Sajik?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm back to find it.
That's crazy.
William.
I mean, they're from England, so put your mistress. Sajik is very Western.
Rose Hanbury.
Rose Hanbury? Something about the roses, boy.
See what was there? Who is Rose Hanbury? Everything to know about the Marchioness of Cholmondeley.
So she's part of the court. She's part of the court. She got title.
She was up in the picture on the balcony.
So how the hell does come to decide that's the man? That's Kate Matey.
Well.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know, guy. I don't care enough about the royals to know what's going on with their personal lives. Yeah, I really don't know.
So yeah, sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's people who are very interested. I understand the appeal for some people, especially like our parents' generation and so, right? Like they were British subjects at one point. Like, so it makes sense that there's a certain
romanticization of
the royals.
Yeah. I think that's a thing that has happened still.
Yeah, and not only that too. At the same time, bear in mind that a lot of people, as when they're younger and children and whatever, they have fairy tales about being princesses and kings and like, so I think there's a yearning for a lot of people to be in the position that these people are in, even if it's just for the fame, or even if it's just for the money and riches and that kind of thing. So there's a certain
this is too much. This is too much, man. Everybody just always in your business, just making up stories about your daily. Not me, we can't.
Jade, come on. You're trying to tell me if you had an option of staying in the life you have now, or being 100 million up, but people can just talk about you and be in your business.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I think it.
Oh, you know why? Because people in business now anyway.
It's true, for free. I don't have money.
Like, come on, like.
Yeah, no, you're right. Come
on, like, when people are like, oh my God, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be rich. I don't.
But you think?
I'll be like, give me a break.
What do you think?
Give me a break. Half hour out here pimping out ourselves attention daily.
For free.
Daily. Talking about how
Takes no breaks.
Talking about how my followers are going, you can't. Let me not go down the road here, people don't get vexed.
They don't get vexed anyway.
Let me go down the road there, people don't take it personal. I'm not trying to make it personal.
Since when we start to care about them?
No, I don't want to make it a personal attack.
Well, we have one last thing here. And Maynard, if it was a coincidence that I lined up this way, or I just like that. But hold on. Let me go back to the one sheet. Oh, that's not the one sheet. Don't want to show that on the show.
No.
I'm joking. But yeah, we have the internet is really moving. Okay. So, 5 rules to follow in a situationship. Are you in a situationship, friend?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. See where you stand. Well, the grey area between a casual fling and a committed relationship, it's the land of we kind of together, but not really, where the rules are murky and feelings are often left unspoken. Can be thrilling, confusing, and downright frustrating. But for those who dare to enter the world of situationships, there are some key rules to follow to make sure that you come out unscathed. So buckle up, my friend, and let's explore the wild and wonderful world of situationships. Why do I make it sound so? The wild and wonderful world of situationships. We really need your age, man, because of what?
Right.
Define your relationship. We don't say what do you mean define it? I thought we just said we
know that was going to be the number one thing. That's why here with me is rolling here. Because everything that they're going to say is going against the whole purpose of what this relationship is.
Well, except the last one. So the five ones are: define your relationship, communication is key, keep it light, be honest, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. You're watching me, give me wait the article.
Well.
Let me read why you don't put your eggs in one basket. Finally, it is important to remember that a situationship is not a committed relationship. It's okay to date other people, and it's important to keep your options open. This can also help avoiding becoming too emotionally invested too quickly. Situationships can be a fun and exciting way to explore your feelings without the pressure of committed relationships. However, it's important to set clear rules and boundaries to avoid any confusion or hurt feelings.
Let me ask you this question, Jade.
Why? What do you want to ask me?
No, because this is something that I hear a lot of, particularly women, like championing, which is like the whole idea of dating multiple people, so, you know, and so there's a guy who expressed interest in you. You decide to, hey, let's see where this goes. He seems like a cool guy. Let me get to know him, right? There's no commitment as yet. The guy lets you to know, hey, by the way, I like you, but I also like about you other people, and I get in the same process I'm going through with you, I'm going through with these other 3 people, these other 3 women. Do you think that creates the proper foundation for growth into an actual sustainable relationship? Or do you believe that that knowledge would undermine the possibility of you actually taking him serious?
I guess it depends on the woman.
I'm asking you.
Oh.
That's what I'm asking you. Like.
Oh.
So, in other words, right? Does the fact that the person that you are getting to know is simultaneously getting to know several other people a deterrent from you taking them seriously in the long run, or does it add to the possibility that, you know, hey, this is somebody that I could see myself with?
Well, if I just get into know them and you tell me you're dating other people, that's understandable. But if like we...
No, I know it's understandable. What I'm saying is...
No, I don't think it's a deterrent for me. If you
Really?
No, if we're getting to know each other, like...
So I got with you tonight. We have a great time, whatever. Tomorrow night, you message me, I'll be like, sorry, I'm out with Sandra. And then you message me next night, tell you...
What kind of great time we had? What wasn't this great time?
It don't matter because we're not in a relationship, right? So it's whatever the consenting adults feel like.
True.
And it don't matter. And of course, then it doesn't matter what kind of great night he's having with Sandra, apparently.
True.
And then it doesn't matter what kind of great night he's having with Alexandra. And make I just come back from St. Thomas, so all these girls' name and end with an A. So you don't think at some point that puts you in a mindset where it's like,
at some point,
yeah, but
if we're just starting to talk and you tell me you're dating other people, I don't think that would deter me. But if we're getting close, and that's what you're telling me, I'm like, maybe.
So the assumption is that he's somehow only getting close to you then? Because then you would have to assume that...
No, if he told me that we're getting close, then I would be like, I don't think I want to. It's okay.
Jay, the truth is, people ain't want to be building nothing with somebody who building elsewhere. Like
but they're doing it anyway.
Right, but that's why people lie about it. But then, so the idea of like, the advice that people give you, like, oh, just date around. The whole like, oh, if you're pouring on it, like, yeah, you're single and then
like what you just say?
Huh? Say again? Say again, sorry?
What you just say?
Me don't say that, Jade. On camera.
Well, sir. Well, sir.
But no, seriously, like...
I was being serious.
The idea, like, and that is a popular sentiment right now. Like, no, until I get a commitment, then I just dating all kind of people. And I could say from a man's point of view. If you're dating several of us, yeah, I will continue to be one of the several, but I'm probably not looking at getting serious with you. So you'll probably end up getting serious with one of the other ones, but you're going to be me. So I'll date and have the situationship until you determine that you don't want to date anymore. But I am not...
So if you just start to talk, so suppose you start to talk to somebody today, and they tell you that you're going to cut off everybody else today.
No, but Jade, if we start dating, that's what I'm saying. Me talking about like, I express interest in somebody and express interest in me. But if the idea is that we get to know each other because we suspect that there could be the grounds for relationship here, then I mean, like that means a lot to me. Like, in other words, right? How much energy and effort are you going to be putting into this when you're putting it into all other kind of places as well?
See what you mean?
Yeah, so like my thing, I don't tell them guys, say, yo, guy, go do that here. Just know that the man that you want probably don't want you in that way. Yeah, he'll go along with you and buy your lunch and buy your dinner and so on. You could go out and you could meet him at a party, on the strip or whatever. But
anyway,
don't fool yourself into thinking like you're alerting this guy that like you're doing the same thing that you're doing with me with Ark and other people. And he gonna say, okay, great.
Let me feel.
And then turn around and be like, you know, I want to lock this down.
But some people could do that. They're just out of possessiveness, They just want because they know you have action.
Again, the guys that you want. That's why I start out by saying the guy that you want probably a one. Because the possessive man and the man who would probably be down for that probably any man where you want in the first place.
That probably shouldn't be shouldn't be option.
I realize a lot of the relationship advice when you stop and think about it nowadays, it making no sense.
Nobody. That's why nobody know what they're doing.
Dude, and as much as we keep trying to convince ourselves that like, things are getting better, people getting more progressive and men getting more emotional and women getting more independent, and it's like relationships worse now than ever before. We have less successful relationships. We have more issues coming out of relationships, whether it is trauma, whether it is people just not liking people, people having depression, people have all these kind of things, and then we can try to convince ourselves that we're okay. Yeah, we getting better, that we in a better position than our grandparents. It's like, come on. It's not that our grandparents' relationships and the way that the dating things went and so was better then. But obviously what we doing ain't working either. Like what we doing ain't working.
Nobody know what they're doing. Everybody just winging it.
What we doing ain't working. Them they could have keep a family together. They could have. We just out here wilding, bro. Like
daily.
Yeah. Daily. I don't know if we can ever get better because.
Take we too far gone?
I never would say that we're too far gone, right? But I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Let me put it that way.
Oh, definitely. That's how most things does go anyway.
It get worse before it get better.
That is how most things go.
Yeah. But Jade, I think I had a good day coming back.
I think so too.
Yeah. And again, guys, I really want to thank you for joining us, for being a part of it. Whether you're watching us live or you're watching this as we wrap up, as we've ended the live.
Yeah, if you're watching us later.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of what it is that we do here. Make sure you share us with your friends. Share, like, subscribe, comment.
Yes, like the episode so people can see it. That's the only way for us to spread our wings. If y'all want us to succeed, y'all have to do your small part.
Yeah,
just hit that little like button or the share button, whichever one.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, keep coming back.
Most importantly.
Yeah, keep coming back. What you got going on the rest of the day?
Work. Have to be able to.
Work. The Kingston's a crap, man. Oh, right. I could see where that would be confusing.
I'll leave that to Azem. And how are you?
Yes, please. Yeah. Jade did reach out to me while I was down there and suggest that, I see what I could find. And I got a few things in the pipeline. No, I wasn't going to bring them back, Jade. But I got a couple of things in the pipeline for you.
Why you bring them back?
No, Jade, come on, Jade. I got to let you vet them, see what's going on.
But that's what I said you go do.
Do a one-to video call, Zoom in. We got Music Fest coming up. Come on, Jade, ahead of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, once you're on it.
Yeah, ahead of the game, Jade.
A couple of people coming in for the festival.
No, I'm telling you, Jade.
What?
Jade come like I'm doing and share you in like.
Me? Not me.
But guys, appreciate you so much for being a part of what it is that we do here. And of course, you got anything you want to say to people before we leave?
Come back tomorrow.
Okay, boom.
And the day after that.
And the day after that. But alas,
We gotta leave.
we gotta go. We gotta disembark. We gotta disappear. We gotta get out of here. So guys,
Yes.
please remember to spend more time living your content than posting it. And of course, remember that you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow.